tell the listeners, just for an informational purpose, if you hire a caregiver who's not going to be taking care of a person with dementia, what is his or her training module look like? How many are there, and how many hours are they going to have to do that piece? And then talk to me about, if they do that piece and then you're also going to send them to a client who's a former dementia, what does the training look like there? And then together, what's that component?
Ooh, okay, so yeah, that's a lot because it is a lot of training. So there is that 10 hours. There's that, five before they even go to a client, and then five within the 30 days. But here at Right Choice Home Care, they have to do the five prior, which is the regular mandatory
Initial.
the
Yeah.
initial documenting and observing type of thing. And then we give them that dementia piece, which is another 8.5 hours. And then we've added some specialized training for our caregivers. All of our caregivers have to have the specialized training prior to going into the home. So that's an additional 8 hours of training. And then we bring them in the classroom to follow up with the video training that they've received.
Yeah.
So I would say for any caregiver that is thinking about coming to Right Choice Home Care, or a client that's, considering an agency, our caregivers, at least within the first 30 days, 8, 16, probably about 30 hours of training.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
It sounds like a lot, and it is a lot in the sense of there's a lot of modules to look at, and tests to be completed. But at the end of the day, if someone says, I'm a caregiver, I have 5 years of experience, I've only worked with one client, my client has passed away, and now I've opened myself up to come to an agency,
Yeah,
I am
you got
not
to
going
be
to feel
trained.
comfortable. Yeah, I am not going to feel comfortable leaving that caregiver alone with a client who is sundowning, right? Who could be combative and a wanderer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so I would have sleepless nights
Uh-huh.
because I would be worried about that caregiver that's not trained,
Uh-huh.
can't think on their feet, and maybe not feel like they have the support just being a new caregiver. And that's one of the things we do. We support our caregivers 100%, especially when they're first starting with us. So there's a lot that goes into being a great caregiver.